As males, what we do is we lean on our physicality. When you become a man, you lean in on your mentality,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
And your spirituality.
Your spirituality, right?
Yeah.
But if you stay stuck in maleness, then you always lean to the default, which is the physicality.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we get hurt, get angry, we immediately go to physicality.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why a fight will jump off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever moments in your life where you felt like you were leaning more on the side of maleness than of manhood.
Yeah, that's an interesting distinction. I like that. It's the first time I've heard you explain the distinction. So that the for me, it sounds like maleness relates totally to ego construction.
Totally.
Right. So it's for me the realization that Will Smith is a character that I designed based on my childhood trials and tribulations and wounds and traumas. And my maleness was about being number one.
Yes.
At all costs, had to win.
Yes. Even if there are dead bodies lying around.
Listen, scorched earth. Scorched earth.
Love it.
Know, and I absolutely refused to accept anything but 100% from myself at all times. My maleness was designed around utter and total commitment and discipline and success. Horse blinders. That flag goes at the top of that hill, period.
Period.
Or I'm dead. And that idea was from my father. I would say all of my, kids process things different ways. All of my maleness was designed around pleasing. Like I had a deep central desire to be adored.
And that really is about us.
Yes, exactly.
That's not our ego.
Yes, that's all ego. I deeply wanted to be adored.
Yes.
And the opposing idea around wanting to be adored is it was unbearable for me if somebody was upset with me. Unbearable. So it creates this massive need and craving for the approval of others. And I'm willing to perform and to dance and to do anything that I have to do to be approved of.
You better say it.
Right? So that in my misconstructed maleness, if I win, then you should approve of me.
Yes.
It should be fine.
Look, I won.
I won.
Here's the trophy.
Yes, I got the trophy.
I got the trophy.
So probably 10 years ago were the first signs of my maleness starting to crumble when winning wasn't getting me the adoration and approval that I thought I was supposed to get. And it started with my daughter. Willow was really the first person that started making it really clear that there was nothing more important to her than how she felt.
Right.
So my concern in her mind, she didn't care anything about winning or not winning or whipping her hair or never. She was going to do it till she didn't feel like doing it no more. And then when she didn't feel like doing it, it was her job for me to take care of her feelings.
Right.
Right? Not beg her to approve of me by
win like I
win. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So 10 years ago is when my facade of maleness really started to crumble before me. 8 #1 movies in a row, all over 100 million. The run of life. No actor will ever have another run like this. Top of the world. Nobody will ever be able to do this. And my whole family and my personal life was scorched earth. Nobody was happy. And people were miserable and angry at being driven in that way.
Yes.
And as weird as it sounds, part of my matriculation from maleness into manhood was I actually, and it always, I've said it a couple times, it sounds weird as hell, I discovered feelings. Right?
That's so good, bro. That's so good, bro. Because that's accurate.
Yes.
Because you go, oh, wait. So part of living is this thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right. And it was weird as hell, but like I said, Willow was the first person where I started to really have to stop trying to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish.
Yes, even through her.
Even through her, right? Because she had whipped my hair, top 10 record, all of that. Yes. And she's like, yeah, I'm done.
But really, her win was your win.
Was my win.
Yes, you were going to direct her. You were going to coach her in the ways of winning.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Even if it killed her.
Even if it killed, particularly if it killed you. Because that means we really won if you died. Oh my gosh, bro, this is so good. Here's why this is the reason why this is so good is because I have often said, and you don't even know much about this part of my life, but I counsel a number of married couples, and I actually coach some pretty affluent people also. And one of the things that I say to them is that I know some folks who have everything.
Yes.
Right? The money, what I call the accoutrements of accomplishment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And they're miserable.
Yes.
I never said you, but it's awesome for people to go, there was a time where all of those accomplishments still left me empty. I'm sitting there and I'm going, I have all this stuff, but why is my family not happy?
Right.
Not connected? Why am I disconnected from my daughter? Why does she not see me as the champion that I see myself?
Yeah.
And it takes us matriculating from malehood to manhood. Because really, and I say this all the time, and I talk about this in the book, every man that you meet is a male, but not every male that you meet is a man.
Yep, absolutely.
Males seek to be served, while men seek to be of service.
That's interesting.
That really is what the true mark of manhood is about.
Yeah.
Because all of those things, everything that when you were driving her and going, I'm going to make you win, that still wasn't even about her. That was still about you.
Exactly.
That was still about your own ego serving your own.
Absolutely. Yes. I assumed that my definition of winning was everybody's definition of winning. Right?
Right.
Things I desired, everybody desires.
That's right.
Things I'm scared of, everybody's scared of.
That's right.
Right? And then in the realization that, wait, I made all these things up.
Yep.
Right? Like I constructed this idea and the things that I want and how I want to live and how I wanted my family to be and all of that. And wait, that's just me? Like I'm doing this by myself. And I remember one time Willow was probably, she might have been 6. and we're having a debate, and my life is starting to fall apart. And Willow reaches up. We're in the kitchen, and me and Jada were arguing about something. And Willow reaches up, and she's touching my face, and she says, "Mommy, it's so sad." And Jada said, "What?" She said, "Daddy has a picture of a family in his mind, and it's not us." I was like,
How old was she?
I was like,
how old was she?
She was like, she made 6 or 7 in there somewhere. She said, "Daddy has a picture of a family in his mind, and it's not us." And I was like, wow.
Let me tell you something. God sent her as a messenger.
A messenger, exactly.
No question.
Exactly.
Wow, man. You know, what's so interesting about this, and so let me offer you this. In the book, I talk about how, you know, as men, our assignment is to be of service to the women and children in our life.
Yeah,
I tell folks often that acting is my passion, but activation is my purpose.
Love that.
Now, let me tell you something. You may not have said it, but you're the same person. We have the same purpose.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have the same purpose.
Yeah, we probably have some similar wounding.
No question, bro. Like, you know, it's so funny. I have often said that my marriage began as a man. My marriage began the day that I stopped trying to change my wife to accommodate things that were broken in me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you ever find yourself in that space?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's you know, it was a brutal transition for me. You know, I talk about it in terms of having to retire my picture of what the relationship needed to be. When I had to just let go. And, you know, it started when Willow said that thing to me, and having to really, truly reevaluate my perception of Jade. I couldn't even see her. I wanted what I wanted so bad that I couldn't even perceive who and what she really was.
Right.
I could only see what she wasn't in terms of my picture.
Man, that's good, boy.
You know, and in that transition from maleness to manhood, a big part of manhood for me has been the realization that there is no external circumstance I could manifest that would make me happy. There's no amount of money I could make. There's no amount of sex I could have. There's no amount of adoration I could really receive. There's not that happiness is an internal condition that is deeply connected to healing your childhood wounds and curing the scourge of maleness.
Yes, indeed, all day long. Oh, that's too good, man. It's so phenomenal for everybody to be able to hear someone who really has access to anything they want, to be able to say, that's not the stuff that's going to make you happy. I often tell folks that people who are really accomplished and use these resources, we think because, you know, the layman who doesn't have those particular resources, they feel like, well, if I had those, if I had an endless supply of Jordans.
Yes, exactly.
If I had a helicopter.
Yes, right, exactly.
You know, if I owned an island.
Yes, exactly.
I'd be happy. I'd be like, no, you'd be distracted. You'd be distracted from your unhappiness.
Well,
You'd be distracted from your brokenness. You'd be distracted
exactly.
from your traumas.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't make you happy.
Your life is a reflection of you, right? So it's when you look around you, and whether you like it or not, it's a reflection of you.
No question.
Right? It's like your thoughts, your beliefs, the energies within you are daily cultivating and creating your life. You are making every aspect of your life. And the only place to look when something doesn't work for you is internally. And I would say that's another way to say that. The mark of transitioning from the maleness, the ego center, to moving to true manhood is shifting the searchlights from external to internal. You turn the searchlights inward and you start looking at you for why you don't feel good. You start looking at you for why things aren't going the way that they want. You start looking at you for why you're not experiencing what you want to experience, versus when you're in that ego-centered maleness, the searchlights are outward. Your relationship's not working because your woman's crazy. Your job's not going right because your boss is an asshole. You're not experiencing the things you want to experience because of some external condition.
Yes.
And then as you transition to manhood, for me, when I transitioned to manhood, all of my focus and attention shifted to inner conditions versus external conditions.
No question about it. And that what's so powerful about what you're talking about is that in that space of maleness, because we're constantly looking outward, we're constantly looking for the things that will serve us.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we matriculate into manhood, we look inward in order for us to be able to serve.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're moving from the need to receive to the joy of giving. Yeah.
Bruh, we're done here.
We're done.
we're done here. Man, look, man, we may need a part 2.
So I can't wait to see it, man. Put it up. Let's see how people respond, and then we can do a follow-up.